The Okavango, podcast 24.7.
Hello, Mr. Okwa.
Afternoon, Mr. Makula.
Afternoon, sir. Nice to meet you once again.
Likewise.
The last time we met, it was in NG30.
No, it was NG24 at Jao.
NG24. It wasn't at Jao.
Oh, yeah, no.
The time those Germans came, there were like 4 Germans.
4 Germans. Oh, the NG32.
Yeah.
At DTP.
DTP, yeah.
Yes, DTP.
It was my first time having a 2-hour, almost 2-hour Mokoro ride.
Yes. Game drive in Mokoro.
And I was very scared. I never told you.
Were you? Coming from Shakawe. How possible is that?
Mokoro ride?
Yes.
No, the thing is meeting the hippos on the way.
Yeah.
What scared me most.
It's very, very thick and not wide open. It's scary, to be honest. Yeah.
And the thick grasses. I was like thinking, oh, anything might happen at any time.
What if a buffalo comes out
of nowhere?
Very true.
Yeah, I know.
Very true.
On my toes.
Yeah.
But hoping for the best, where I will arrive.
Yes, and you did arrive.
Yeah, I did.
I always tell people that the bush is much safer than the town.
And it did help me, like, take me out of my comfort zone.
Oh, that's good.
Hey.
It's good to hear that.
Sometimes you can forget yourself and be comfortable, but going out in the wild, it brings something out of you that you might have forgotten. You got a life to live.
Absolutely.
You get.
I've always told people that to me the bush is a therapy.
Yeah.
Whenever I have been hurt or not happy for some reason, I just take a walk into the bush. Yes.
As we're talking.
Yes, good to see you.
Nice. It is nice, like, coming here to talk to us.
Absolutely.
About life.
Yeah.
And I've been anticipating to have you to have a chat with Mr. Okwa Sarefo.
That's cool.
More so that I've had opportunities to be around you, and I have like tapped into your wisdom. Most of the time, you speak wisdom.
Thank you.
If I can say something, it was like when we visited Jao for the first time. When it was my first time visiting there, we were always playing this motivational. Sounds
videos.
Early in the morning, clips in the morning.
Oh, you still remember that?
Yeah, I still remember that.
That's cool.
I would hear Steve Harvey like waking me up like,
I would like to meet
this
you.
Is your time right now.
And then followed by a cup of coffee.
A cup of coffee.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Brilliant.
So like, I've learned a lot. Anyway, Mr. Sarefo, nice to have you here.
Pleasure.
Yeah.
Likewise.
Yeah.
Likewise.
So what I would like to know and what people at home would like to know is, who is Okwa Sarefo? And there was this particular story you once shared with me.
Okay.
That you say you never went to junior school.
I did go to junior school, but never went to high school.
You never went to high school?
Yes, I didn't go to senior school.
But how someone like you has never been to high school, but you are around people who like international guests. You're always traveling with international guests. Like the last time you were with Will Smith.
Yeah.
Besides that, how did you end up where you are right now, sir? Can you tell us?
Yeah, I think most people, when they ask me, they expect that I've been to university and maybe learned something different. But the answer to that is loving people, surrounding the right people with yourself. So basically what I'm trying to say is people have got different interests in where they spend time. I spend my time on servicing people. And once you service people, that's what you are going to have. It depends what you spend your brain and your heart on most of the time. So since I was a kid, I enjoyed when visitors came to go and bring water, food to them. And that followed to my profession, which ultimately, to be a guide, good guide, you have to be a good service provider, maybe even a politician, let's call it, or any profession. Yeah.
Okay. By the way, do you know that you are eloquent, like in speaking the Queen's language?
I didn't know that.
Like for real?
Yeah.
The accent.
Oh, is it?
I'm even thinking you can change accents. You can do American and even British accent.
I don't know about that. I'm not gonna say yes or no because I don't know. But I would probably sound a little bit American because at junior secondary school I had an American teacher.
Oh.
So British, other accent, I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
And as you were saying, you were talking about being somebody who grew up loving servicing people.
Yeah.
Right now, or besides being in the tourism industry,
yeah,
what do you do besides servicing tourists from other countries? What do you do?
I like sharing what I've got, and doesn't have to be money, my time, the knowledge of something that maybe I could share with other people. And that's probably why I'm happy to be here, so that people can know that the page that I recently created is about sharing what I've learned. So beside being a guide, I have recently registered a society called Noble Hearts, where I have asked my friends, more than 10 of them, I can't even remember. We put a little bit of money together and identify any person who is in needy. And then we go give, whether it's that tebe or clothes or time. Spend the whole day at his place or her place and feel how it feels not to have what you need in life.
Talking about Nobel Hearts, the last time I once attended a Nobel Hearts event.
Yeah, it's basically donation. It's a number 8.
It's a number
Since
8.
we started, we donated chicken layers to a young lady at ETSA 13. We have also built a tuck shop at Shorobe. And then we went to Jao Satellite Primary School. We donated clothes and laptop to the Satellite Primary School at Jao. And then to that lady, McKenna, who was at ETSA number 8. And December, we're going somewhere, I don't know. Yeah.
And I would like to apologize for not even asking you at the start of our conversation one. Where does Okwa comes from, like originally? Is it Jao or is it 13?
I come from Jao. There's a small village in the heart of the Delta. When we mean the heart of the Delta, we're talking about part of the Delta where you cannot access by road. You get either boat there by motorboat, Mukoro, which is a traditional canoe used by the Baye, or fly there, provided there's a landing strip for an aeroplane. So it's a very small village that probably has 1,000+ people who move in and out because some of them reside at ETSA because of school and other reasons and come back when the school is closed and etc. So the population keeps going up and down, but it can be a big village if all people come back.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. So you mean even like December people, they come back?
December people come back.
The population goes up.
The population goes up because there's only a satellite primary school from standard 1 to 2. People have to move out either to Soronga, ETSA, and other areas for their children to go to school. So only those who have young kids from standard 1 to 2 can stay there or live there.
Talking about school, where did you like attend school?
Good question. There was no school around Jao, so I had to go and reside with my aunt at Sronga from standard 1 to 4. And then I was transferred to ETA, where I did up to standard 7 and my JC at ETA CJSS.
Yeah.
So basically, the interesting part of my life at primary school was traveling 7 kilometers a day to and another 7 kilometers back home every day, barefoot. I didn't have shoes.
But you managed.
I managed.
Here you are.
I managed. Yeah. So I managed.
How about your parents? They're originally from...
Originally from Jao, born and grew up there, and that is where I was born. And I grew up without knowing what is a car. Never saw a car. Was fascinated to see a can of Coca-Cola when I went to Sronga. You know, it was like a diamond to see. I mean, you literally pick it up and go to your house and sniff in that Coca-Cola for the whole day, you know, even late at night. The smell.
Of that movie, what you call it, The Ghost Must Be Crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Okwa.
Yes.
Now, just talking about like the way forward.
Yes.
Mr. Okwa.
Yeah.
Right now, because I've realized besides the tourism industry, you're a man of who likes motivation, like motivating people that are around you.
Yeah.
So, what is your way forward with that? Are you taking it, you growing it into something, or you just a hobby?
Definitely. I mean, I don't think I would say I like motivating people. I was fascinated by what Will Smith said when I met him. He said, he told us that you got to bend with life. Don't fight it because it can break you. So I let things come to me. I just present who is Okwa. And the reason why I find it interesting or important for me to start sharing this is because of people coming to me at home and they bring different topics of life. It could be frustration about life, about anything, and then they have hope that when I share my story or you know, share whatever I can share with them, you know, regarding to what they came with, and then they go back. A couple of days later, they respond and say, wow, my visit paid it back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful to hear that.
And then because of that, they continue to say, why can't you create a page where we can maybe call a number of people because we feel like, you know, you can lead people, you can mentor us. But I don't feel like mentoring people. I want to come and share life. Because what I share and ask people questions, I get to learn a lot from them. And that's what I'm going to use to help other people again.
Wonderful to hear. So much wisdom, yeah.
Yeah.
Then he's saying he ended up in standards.
In Form 2.
In Form 2.
Yes.
But the wisdom and the intellect he speaks. I went to university, but I'm half of what he was saying.
You know, the thing is, I mean, it's not magic. It's spending time with guests.
Yeah,
I think that helps.
Yeah.
And also believing on yourself. And also understanding that if my vocabulary is not going to be nice on the camera, I mean, ask me about language, I'll be probably 100% accurate. Maybe 99% accurate, even Yei. But why should I worry about English?
Yeah.
It's my second language.
Yeah.
And most people who feel like they don't speak English well, it's just because they haven't practiced.
Yeah.
It's a language.
It's a language.
It's a language.
If you want to perfect it, you have to speak it like every day.
Yeah, you have to practice. I mean, regularly speak that.
Yeah, in Gumare, it's a difficult thing to do.
Yeah, so at Jao, you can meet a person who did standard 3 or maybe 0 who speaks English. because
It's
it is
a
one of
matter
the areas that hosted tourism activities. It's one of the very first areas in Botswana, and people never went to school and they communicate. That's
Yeah.
why I said it's a language like Hambukushu, like Yei.
I remember the last time we were in Jao when we were taking what was that? Was it just a boat cruise or we
Yes.
arriving when we met a group
Of
tourists?
Yes. Yes.
And they were like lost.
I remember that.
I think there was like some kids who was trying to show them
Mm-hmm.
they were by the riverbank.
Mm-hmm.
I think they were like trying to show them they should take
That's right.
boat, whatever.
That's right.
Hey, what I was saying is you were with Will Smith almost every day.
Yeah.
Hey, and what I would like to know from that is, since you were talking about like him giving you advices, like you have to bend with life, not to fight it. Besides that, has he ever given you like an advice about relationships? Because say, I thought we are in this era of people killing their spouses, they're killing their girlfriends, killing family members.
Yeah.
So, what advice can you give us? Can I Will Smith
Oh yeah, definitely. He shared almost whatever. He shared life in general, including relationships. He spoke about that. There was, I'm not going to mention a name, but there was a lady who asked him that, well, I have my boyfriend who I love so much, and my hope is to spend the whole of my life with this man. What can you say? And it was interesting, and Will directly went and said, let me tell you the reality. Life is tough. Life is not going to be easy. And he said, what you have to know is you didn't meet because of pleasure. You met to work. And ultimately, the two of you are there so that when whatever happens to another one, it could be the man, you scratch each other's back and say it will be okay during life difficulties, because life is not going to be easy. But we are here, and this is what I can acknowledge and understand, that whatever he was saying, we all know that life is not easy. And a man and a woman don't meet for pleasure, because pleasure never lasts. You meet to work, to service other people. That's the thing. And he went on and said, you got to renew your relationship and understand that every couple of years you are entering new relationship, whether you are married, because your house is going to get old, your car is going to get old, your wife or your husband will be old. She or he would no longer look as beautiful, handsome as she was 20 years ago. So it has to be renewed like a driver's license. Renewing by understanding that this is the wife I married, but now she has changed, or the husband, to this stage. A face, aging and to time. So you have to accept that, because if you're gonna be thinking, I wish you could look as beautiful as or handsome as he was, that's not gonna happen. We met to work, not pleasure. The problem is pleasure in relationship.
Very profound with many dimensions. Deep daughter.
Deep, very deep.
So, what can you take from like your journey?
It's okay.
Your journey,
it's okay.
The tourism.
Yeah, it's okay.
I've spent sometimes like with you. I've seen you doing your work with passion.
Yeah.
Like, what are you taking forward? We need Sakaya helping people outside the scope of tourism.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. Yeah. Yeah, I understand. Yeah. So I think to make it very clear is most people asked me how were you selected from all the guys to be with Will Smith? And the answer is simple. You got to love people from the bottom of your heart.
No pretense.
Will Smith didn't know me. The company that hired me are the ones that knew who is Okwa, which is a local company here that said to me, we would like you to take care of this man. And what I'm trying to say is there's a German lady who actually interviewed me and said, Okwa, what is your favorite animal? And I said, number 1, people. Number 2, elephant. And he went, people? I don't know why people hate other people. Because money does not exist without people. Let's give you $30 billion or pula. And all of these people move to planet Mars. What are you going to use that money for? Nothing. So I told her, that's why I love it. Is because of people. It is because of this lady and her husband who I have worked with in the filming company. And maybe I behaved like a good staff member to them. I don't know. You know, there's times where they are, amazing people. They actually saved me during Corona because they gave me work. And spending some time with these absolutely nice people or savior and maybe doing the right stuff made it possible that when they thought about a guide, it's Okwa, because most people think about knowledge, but it's about be kind and the right attitude and respecting people's differences in general. That is the answer again. I'm not the most knowledgeable guide here in Mount. Definitely not. It's because I have come to understand that when I truly want to give you, it comes from the heart. It could be my time, anything. It has to come from my heart.
Your work ethics.
Yeah.
I get you. So, from what can we say? Maybe I'm thinking we are done here.
Yeah.
But maybe on your side, we might have something that we might have forgotten. Talk about that you feel is of paramount importance.
Very true. I have recently created a page on Facebook called Ask Okwa.
Yeah.
And I just want to tell people out there that I'm not a legend of life. I'm still learning. Ideally, what I would like to do is people to go into my inbox and ask me whatever, generally about life. I'm not talking about guiding, I'm talking about life. And then when I have time, like starting from October, when there's maybe 5 or 10 people, I will send them messages and on the Facebook page and said, we're meeting in Mauno at Etsa at Shakawe. We make a good big fire. People bring their own beers. I bring my own tea because I don't drink beer. And then I do a presentations, which when I answer your question, none of those people would know that I'm talking to you. It's confidential. So each and every person would inbox me with a question, and then we come and answer. Where do I get this question? Like I said, I'm not the brilliant person. I share life with people like you. I share life with them who are asking questions, and I get the wisdom from different people and collectively share that with a person, and hopefully it can help.
And it can even be more interactive.
Yeah.
If it's a video call.
If it's a video call.
You're seeing each other's expressions.
Absolutely.
How that person is feeling it.
Yes, at some point we'll get to that level. But we want to start where people don't feel like people are able to listen. They are, African people like to keep secrets.
No, it's a video call from person to person.
Or person to person.
Not us watching.
Okay.
That person, like even a WhatsApp video call.
Even a WhatsApp
with that person.
Even in WhatsApp videos. The problem is I'm so busy that if you allow people to WhatsApp me and do videos, they might think I'm not helping them. So that's why I'm trying to take questions in writing, SMS, and then it allows me to set a date when I have a gap every month, and then we can sit down and share this thing live. It's very difficult. It's not easy. We need to come together and share ideas and see how we can survive during the time we are here.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Okwa. I think we have said
enough.
Enough for today. If there might be a need for us to meet again, we'll definitely meet and come and talk about something
we have
else.
to meet whenever I have 5 people plus. I think the first show you're gonna have to shoot it. Because this is when I'll be answering questions. Yes.
Sort of a talk show.
Absolutely. Just answering, giving presentation. And I'm quite confident because I've done it. I've been doing it at home, behind the house, but now I'd like to get it out there.
I would like to thank you for gracing this studio. Saka Prince Haletaba. Prince Moyo. Prince, can you come here?
It's beautiful, Anna.
Yes, I would love people to know who hosted us today.
Yes.
Mr. Okwa, the man with this who paints these beautiful paintings.
Come around here.
Come with your friend. Come with your teammates. This is our friends. They are the ones who are behind these beautiful artworks, ladies and gentlemen. You can come and support them. They are located here at
Nhabe Museum.
Nhabe Museum.
Nhabe
exactly is Nhabe Museum.
Nhabe Museum mo haole mo maung wa pile le tarekita ya kae. DDS. One le DDS Shobe Holdings, Hala Shobe Holdings, the opposite is Nhabe Museum. Then inside Nhabe Museum, you go straight to our shop. You saw the Haletaba Art Space Craft Shop.
Beautiful. And what's your name?
My name is Koketsomoya.
Sorry?
From
Koketsomoya.
Yes.
Well,
Prince Moyo, I'm a visual artist.
Okay, cool. Well, very, very pleased to meet you, and thank you so much for allowing us to come here. It's beautiful place, and I think it made my words sound louder than what it was supposed to be. So I wish you good luck, and we'll give you support wherever we can. Thank you.
Thank you. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we're surrounded by beautiful art, and as well as beautiful words from the pot of wisdom, Okwa Sarefo. Once again, thanks for coming here.
It's a pleasure. It's my pleasure. Have a good afternoon. Good evening, actually. We'll see you. So, I'm just thinking about elephants out there.
Thank you, Mr. Okwa.
Pleasure.